Alright guys, so I've been getting a lot of requests lately to do some lower level guides on how to make a little money. So this is going to be the first little portion here. We're in around a level 15 zone, maybe a little lower, 13 or so. But this is a really good place and one of the first places I used to level and make my first gold starting out in the game. So these Tamini archers and Tamini warriors over here are relatively easy to kill and group up, and they have the small bag drops. Let's see here, tiny supply bag drops that contain random materials. Now, I personally don't open them. I would just, trading post, which they're around 30 copper each, which isn't a ton. You can't get rich off of low level farming. It just doesn't work that way. But with 30 copper per for them, 30 copper for the straps that they sometimes drop, and then in random miscellaneous items, it's actually some pretty decent loot. I farm these until, you're level 15, 16, 17, in that range. Farming these, you'll get a good little profit if you sell the bags. And then as a little kind of a side note, if you end up actually needing the materials for a crafting profession, you can get most of the need and kind of cheaply get your crafting done or up a little bit. That would do it. In this area, it's in Queensdale here, the bottom right part of the map, Overlord escarpments. And what I do is I make a little bitty path down through here and into this right here. This little area right here is actually like a little circle with a bunch of them. The Tamini like circle it in a big bunch of a big corral type thing. So this is a really good spot to farm materials, and you can definitely make a little money here low level. Alright, so another really good farm as a lower level is Overlord's Great Camp here. It is in Kessex, which is right below Queensdale on the map here, right below there. It's also, you're going to be farming the Tamini over in this camp, this kind of fortified area here. Again, you're looking for the supply bags. I think these drop the small supply bags instead of these tiny supply bags, which do sell for considerably larger amount. They also sell, you can see the random items. I've got these acolyte pants, and I think I got this resilient sword or something from them too. So they definitely drop, items that make it worth your while to farm those. Also, one of my favorite things about Kessex, there's a heart here that you will do while you're doing this, and also there's an event that regularly spawns here. Now, there was a thing called the loop back in the beta, or right after the beta when the game first released, and you would do a loop around here and farm levels and karma. And this was part of the loop. It's kind of dead now, as you see. Not a ton of people doing it anymore. But this area right in here is amazing for farming up as a level 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Somewhere in there. Amazing place to not only level up, get karma, kind of be involved in the main activities of the map, the portion of the map, but also to farm up those bags to sell. Alright, so you can see, guys, we've jumped up a little bit in level here. We're right around the 50-ish region. We're in Blaze Ridge Steps. We're at the northeast part here at the Terra Corunda waypoint. You see we went just directly south of that, and we're going to come down here and farm the Lashtail Devourers. Now, the Lashtail Devourers drop the venom sacs here. They also sometimes drop these claws. This is a really nice place to farm. You can see there's plenty of these around. I've actually killed in a little area around me. A couple of are back in here. There's a few down here sometimes. But you can see there's plenty of monsters here to farm. So it's got you know, a really nice amount of things to farm. You don't want to try to farm something there's only 4 or 5 there, because you're not really going to maximize your time. So this is a really good place. You can farm up these venom sacs. They're worth around 1.2 silver, somewhere in there, depending on the day, of course, and all kinds of other factors. But right around 1.2 silver a piece. Now, I literally, I think, walked in here and killed 5 or 6 and got 2 right off the bat. So pretty high drop rates, or maybe I just got lucky, but it doesn't seem too bad on getting them. Now, one thing I do want to point out with all of the previous mentioned farming locations for lower levels, one of the best things you can do as a lower level is to hit these nodes. Always take plenty of actually I don't have any on me now, but always take plenty of mining, you know, picks, axes, and sickles to harvest stuff. You can just drop it right in your bank. You don't have to keep it on you, and then those stacks of mats really sell well. And it doesn't, you know, don't go across the map and, like, you know, if you're farming up here, don't go way down here or something and, like, try and farm something that you know down there. No, but, like, right around here, if you're farming in this area, hit this iron node. Go to these saplings. If you see an event, hit the event. You'll need the karma later, and honestly, they're all good sources of gold. Now, I really suggest this because not only does it give time for your devourers and your but you are gonna need the karma later, and you don't want to get bored, right? You're farming out here, and I don't want to just boringly, mind-numbingly, you know, kill these mobs all day. Go do an event. Go mine something. Go just change the pace a little bit. It'll make grinding for a couple hours a lot easier if you're doing that than just grinding these slash tails all day, or the tamaris, whatever it is. It's gonna make it a lot easier. So I hope you guys like this. I hope this guy helps some of you guys, you know, with your lower level income. You're not gonna get rich off these methods. I mean, it's just a fact. Until you hit 80, until you can get some of the higher instances, you're not really gonna make a ton of money. But this is a good way to have plenty of money coming up and get pretty much any of the lower level items that you would need at all. So I hope this helped you. Like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment also if you guys know of any other spots. I'm not exactly very familiar with the and Azuran territories, so if you guys know anything, comments down below. Let everybody else know. You guys help each other out down there, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.